Welcome back to Reading Kindergarten. Today in reading, we are going to practice asking I wonder questions when we read a nonfiction text. So an I wonder question is something that you're wondering about. Today I picked up a book called Reptiles. So I'm going to think to myself, what is it that I want to know about reptiles? I wonder what reptiles eat. I wonder what a reptile is. I wonder if there's anything else I could learn about reptiles. So I'm going to open up my nonfiction book about reptiles, and I see it has something called a table of contents. The table of contents tells me everything that I could learn about reptiles from this book. So something that I was wondering was, what is a reptile? I see on page 4 I can find out what a reptile is. What is a reptile? There are 4 main kinds of reptiles. Crocodiles and alligators are fierce hunters with very powerful tails. Snakes have slim, bendy bodies and no legs. Most snakes eat bigger animals. Lizards are usually small with long tails. They can run very quickly. Turtles and tortoises have domed shells made up of hard, bony scales. However different they look, nearly all reptiles have scaly, waterproof skin, lay eggs, and are cold-blooded. This means that they need the sun's heat to keep their bodies warm. So this page totally answered my wondering question about what is a reptile. I now know that reptiles can be alligators and crocodiles, snakes, lizards, turtles, but a reptile has to have scaly, waterproof skin, they lay eggs, and they're cold-blooded, so they need to keep their bodies warm from the sun. Now, another question that I wonder about is, what do reptiles eat? So I'm going to go back to my table of contents, and I see that on page 18 it talks about hunting for food. So let's go there to see if we can learn about what reptiles eat. Okay. Most reptiles hunt other creatures for food. Chameleons use their long, sticky tongues to catch insects. A crocodile lurks in a river with only its eyes above the water. It suddenly lunges out of the water and grabs a zebra. An alligator snapping turtle sits on a muddy riverbed with its mouth open. The turtle has a red lump on its tongue that looks like a worm. A fish tries to eat the worm, but the turtle snaps its jaws shut and eats the fish. So now I know that reptiles are hunters and that they can eat food that's even bigger than them. Now, I wanted to know some more facts about reptiles because this is a really interesting book and I'm learning a lot. So back on my table of contents, I see there's a heading that says weird reptiles. Now that seems really interesting to me. Why don't we check that out? The really cool thing about nonfiction books is sometimes you don't even have to read the whole book. You can just pick out facts that you want to learn about from them. Weird reptiles. Some reptiles look strange or do very strange things. A gharial is a type of crocodile. It has a very thin snout and pointy teeth that make it easy to catch small fish. Horned lizards squirt blood from their eyes to scare away other animals. Thorny devils are the strangest looking animals. They look fierce, but they only eat ants. The spikes on the lizard's body stop other animals from attacking it. So from this nonfiction book, I had a lot of wonderings, like what reptiles eat, what a reptile is, and anything else that I could find out that was interesting about reptiles. So I asked myself I wonder questions. When you read a book, especially a nonfiction book, you should ask yourself, what are you wondering? What do you want to know more about from the topic that you're reading about? We'll see you next time.